Hey, this is Dan. Welcome back to Real Vape Review, and I have another mechanical mod review for you guys today, and the folks over at Focalecig.com, and I will show it up here. I will link it down below. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, they have a lot of awesome stuff over there. Anyway, they went ahead and sent me over. They asked me to choose pretty much anything I wanted or whatever off there. So anyway, for free for review. So I'm going to go ahead and review it for you guys today. And today is going to be the King Mechanical Mod. Now, this is a clone, but it has King on there, and I'll break it down and I'll show you this. But it's a fully brass, so it's like a gold mechanical mod. Fantastic. This thing is nice and heavy. It's brass. It's got some weight to it, and it just looks fantastic. And you'll see some of the laser etching in here. When I come up close, you'll see a couple of features I absolutely love on this thing, and not many that I don't like about this. So this is actually a fantastic clone. It's a really nice mechanical mod. I love it. I got a ProTank 3 on there, so let's go ahead and have a couple puffs on this. Fantastic. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and switch views over to a close-up view. We can go ahead and take a look at this King mod and take a look at it all and everything. And I'll show you where I screwed up on it and almost ruined it, but thank God I didn't. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Got to keep that in mind. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Anytime you're screwing something or unscrewing it, like on the thing at the bottom here, keep that in mind. Some of them are a little bit different, some of them are a little bit wonky, but yeah, let's go ahead and switch views now. We'll go ahead and do a transition over, and let's go ahead and take a look at this King mod from Focalecig. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this King mod. I'm going to go ahead and leave that ProTank 3 on there for just a few minutes, but yeah, this thing is a beauty. It really is nice, man. It's got some nice engraving in there. That's all laser etched. It says King down in it right there, and then on the back side, it's got the picture of the lion head, and then 2455. Like I said, since it's a clone, that's some random fake serial number, but that's all right. It's a clone. We got to expect that. And yeah, and I got this, and it actually has another extension piece for it. Comes in three different modes: 18350, 18500, and 18650 mode. And right now it's in 18650 mode. And yeah, it's a fantastic unit. Anyway, I can't find my little centerpiece, my little piece. It looks very similar to this, except for this came off of my Stingray. Very similar to this. It's a similar piece that comes with it to put it into 18500 mode. But we're just going to go ahead and look at this now. I'm going to show you a couple features I really love, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at it. So let's go ahead and take the top part off right now. I'm going to go ahead and take the 510 connector threading off the top. And this is just 510 threading. It doesn't have any ego threading or anything like that. It's just, and most mechanical mods are strictly 510 threading for the most part. Looks really good in there. One thing I love, flip this over. It's got a little center pin right here, center bolt. Now, if you watch this little thing in the middle, it'll come all the way up, and it comes all the way down. You can get some good stroke on there. You can change it. You can get it set. So what you do is you take your regular unit, your regular tank or whatever, any type of tank. You'll screw it into place. Make sure not to cross thread it like I just about did. Screw it into place till it's down and sits nice and flush on there. Okay, let me get this up out of the way anyway. It sits nice and flush on there. Then at this point, I take the center pin and I basically bring it up until it makes contact, and then I plug it back into I screw it back into my mod, and I am good to go, and I do my adjustments on the bottom of the mod. But that right there guarantees me I'm going to be able to connect pretty much any type of tank with any length of a 510 threading on there into place and get it to work. So that is fantastic. The other thing that's really nice about this is, like I say, when you screw it into place, when you screw it in, well, I'm going to have my tank in there so it actually, well, no, I don't. Hold on one sec. Let me screw this out. Stuff's beeping. I'm going to go ahead and screw this out just a little bit so you can kind of see. I'm just going to screw the center pin out just a little ways. So say we had something with a long 510 thread in there. Then I'm going to go ahead and screw it in until this gets tight, and it's right there. This is where it's tight on my battery. I have a battery in there. So now it has this extra little ring right here. I'm just going to go ahead and screw it down till it's in place, and it looks beautiful. It holds everything in there nice and sturdy. You can see there are some air holes. You can kind of see it anyway. There's an air hole there, an air hole on this side, an air hole there, all the way around that, allows it to get air all the way through there. And like I said, this thing is just fantastic. Now let's go ahead and jump to the other end of this, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the actual firing button. Go ahead and pull it off. Now, what I was saying earlier is about, before I take this off, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Keep in mind that, oh, gotta go right. See, now I forgot already. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Anyway, this locking pin on this, I actually got a pair of pliers on it because I was trying to go the wrong direction and I couldn't get it to come off. I had a major problem with it. I ended up just tightening it up way tighter than it needed to be. So anyway, right now the way it's set, it's got a really nice looking little symbol on the bottom, a little fireball looks like on the very bottom of it. The king, that is a king logo. That and the lion head, very, very nice. And like I say, it does have a fairly short throw on this one. It doesn't have very long distance, and you can see the actual center pin. It is silver plated center pin comes out. Now, I did not take this one apart, honestly, but it feels like a magnet mount in this one as well. Although I'm not 100% positive, it could be a spring mount on the inside, and right now I'm not going to take it apart. But it has a really nice little throw on it. It feels really good. The locking pin, and see, I've already kind of jammed it up. Because I had a pair of pliers on there, I basically screwed it up. Right now I have an E-Fest battery in there from EC Smokes. Let's go ahead and put this back into place. Let me see if I can go ahead and get this locking mechanism. So if you need to put it on your table or put it in whatever, it doesn't fire on you. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So, okay, there we go. Got it. Righty tighty. Bring it down tight against the firing pin. Lefty loosey. Anyway, I feel like an idiot sometimes because I just can't get stuff to work just exactly the way I want it to. But anyway, yeah, that's how you basically lock it into place. And you can see this mechanism here is actually scarred up a little bit. Like I said, I was an idiot and I put a pair of pliers on there and almost ruined the whole mod. Don't put pliers on them, especially on brass, because they do ding up real deep and it hurts them. So anyway, that's basically the unit right there. Like I said, then it comes apart at the seams right here. You put the centerpiece in there and go to change it to 18350 mode or 18500 mode. Really nice threading on it. This thing is really heavy. Not quite as heavy as my Chi-Yu. My Chi-Yu that's here actually started out kind of almost that color right there. That shows you how much I use that thing, or I call it a Chi-Yu, but anyway, that shows you how much I use it. And actually, these units are very, very, very similar. There's a lot of the same stuff as the Chi-Yu has that the King mod has, and they both have the little lion head on them. They're a little tiny bit different. You can barely see it on the Chi-Yu, but they both got a little serial number and stuff on the back. But the King mod, I am in love with this thing. It is a fantastic functioner. Like I said, I don't have anything to measure voltage drop, but I know when I have like this Pro Tank in there, Pro Tank 3, I know when I fire it, and I probably don't have it adjusted quite right. I know I don't, in fact. But anyway, when I fire it, I know I'm getting a hell of a hit. It's a really nice hit, and it just does really, really well. So I don't think there's much of a voltage drop on this thing, especially with those silver-plated connectors. It all just works out fantastic. And now we should fire. And we got fire. So very nice. Let's go ahead and take a switch back over to my handsome mug, and I'll take a couple puffs on it and talk to you a little bit more. So let's go ahead and transition. Absolutely love this King mod. Like I said, even though it is a clone, it is a fantastic unit for sure. Very nice looking mech mod, and I have been using this one, and since it's brass, it hasn't actually scarred up very much at all. It is pretty sturdy. It is pretty, pretty withstanding, unlike some of my other ones. You take another similar unit like the Stingray, kind of the similar colors or whatever. The Stingray don't quite hold up on the outside. The gold on this one does not hold up as well as the brass does. The gold coloring holds up, withstands scratches a lot better and just seems to do better overall. So Fantastic. So Focalecigs or Focalecig.com. I will show it up here. I will link it down below. Thank you so much for this. Got to check those guys out. They have some great pricing and they have a lot of different things to choose from. And you know, that's one thing I like about doing these reviews is getting the word out on a lot of these vendors where, you know, there's so many different vendors you can shop around and get the best prices. You know, some people are going to have like this Gold King mod a little bit higher. By the way, on Focalecigs, it's 25 bucks, I believe, for this King mechanical mod clone. Very nice deal. But like I said, some other sites is going to be higher, some other sites going to be lower. The thing I like personally about doing these is I get to give you options of where to go, options of different, you know, different options that you can have, and different places for different pricing, different places for e-juices, different places for mechanical mods, kits, the whole thing. You know, like I said, I love that part of it, is giving you guys a different variation of options, of an array of things to go check out. So this is definitely one of them. Check out Focalecigs.com. Like I said, I will link it down below. I will link this King mod down below. It is fantastic. So yeah, you definitely got to check it out. This is one I would recommend. As far as rating it goes, I'm going to give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. Couple little, like I said, couple little flaws. The little righty tighty lefty loosey, it kind of got me, and I put pliers on there. It should have been quite, it kind of hangs up just a little bit when I go to tighten this. You know, when I go left to release it so I can fire it, then when I go right, it has a tendency to kind of bind up a little bit. Other than that, I just got to be careful with it and not put pliers on it. Don't put pliers on your mods, guys. They scar them up and they make things worse. I got lucky and I didn't screw it up, but I could have very easily. So yeah, the King mod, fantastic. I love it. Let's go ahead and take another puff. Fantastic. Even through a Pro Tank 3, I'm getting a massive, like I said, I don't have anything to check voltage drop. I don't think it has much of a voltage drop, just because I'm putting out such a nice vapor on there. And plus I have nice fully charged batteries. That always helps. Take a look at this logo. If I can get it to focus. It's so shiny, it's not even going to focus on there, but it has that logo, that lion logo, laser etched on there. It looks just absolutely awesome. And it is absolutely not going to focus on it. So it's just so shiny. It's so shiny. My camera just goes, I don't know what to do. I'm goofy today, kind of in one of the moods. So anyway, check out Focalecigs.com. Check out RealEjuice.com. That's my line of e-liquids. Add some more flavors on there, so definitely check it out. Lots of great stuff going on, guys. I have more reviews coming up in the future. We're going to catch you guys on the next one. Stay charged and vape on.